Good evening and welcome to Hampden Park for the 2026 Scottish Cup final between league champion Celtic and league runners-up Queen of the South. Now, these two sides met in the league just 1 month ago, and on that day it was the 10 men of the Queen of the South who emerged victorious. So, Aussie villain, the question is, can you do that again today? Yeah, well, I mean, I'd rather win it with 11 men, but, that's the result that matters, isn't it? But, I know the boys are very keen to do well today. We've certainly finished the season strongly, and, we're determined to win this team a first major trophy. But if it is to be that today, we're going to have to do it without Bermudez. He's had a bit of a dodgy egg salad, and, let's just say he's been stuck on the toilet. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Queen of the South. It is season 5, it is episode 16, and today it is the Scottish Cup final. We'll also be having our end of season awards, our goal of the season competition, so a lot to look forward to. And hopefully we'll be doing it all after the club has finally lifted a major trophy. Now, we are not the favourites, as you wouldn't expect. We are facing Celtic. So let's just hope that we put on a good show, give a good account of ourselves, and hope for the best. Bermudez, food poisoning. He is on the bench, but he's not really fit, and I'm not quite sure what he ate, but it did not agree with him. Now, we have done a little bit of transfer business ahead of next episode's summer transfer special. And that is the signing of Sonny Harding from Liverpool, 350 grand you can see there. Let's have a quick look at him. The most important thing to note here is that he's Australian. He's a promising midfielder. What I like about him is he's got a lot of the central midfielder attributes that you want. So he's got good technique, good passing, good vision, work rate is all good. There is a lot to like there. Physically, he's quite well-rounded as well. So there's no glaring at this point for a 20-year-old, no glaring strengths. I mean, vision is good, obviously, and determination is good. But there's no real weaknesses there either. When that's what I like about it. He's resolute, determined, so he should improve. He's a promising midfielder. I'm hopeful that we've signed a good player there, and we needed an Australian in there, didn't we? So hopefully Sonny Harding is going to prove to be that man for us. So that's all for the summer. That's not really for now. Let's go and have a look at what we're doing here ahead of this final, and well, it's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. It's a 4-2-3-1 formation that we're expecting from them. And this is the team that we're sending out. So it's Eastwood in goal. It's Montano, Walker, Bernard, and Clark as the back four. Davenport as that holding midfielder for us. Bayliss and Irving in midfield. It's McGrath as a number 10. It's Shakir Omar and Lutzi going up top. We beat them with 10 men in the league when they had nothing to play for. Let's hope we can beat them when there's everything to play for. Okay, so we can see the lineups there. There's some good players in there, isn't there? Cole Palmer is in that side. This Nacho Guardiola is one of the top wonder kids in the world as well. So it is going to be tough. I think we've got to say, ignore the praise, play without pressure and have fun. What about everyone expects us to lose here, so prove them wrong. There's no pressure on us. Let's try that. We've just seen the odds. I mean, we're not terrible outsiders, but we aren't the favourites, so we've got to bear that in mind. But here we go, Hampden Park. It looks like it's a sellout. Hopefully there's a few Queen of the Park South fans in there as well. And I mean, look at that recent form is stunning. We did beat them last time we played them, so well, let's hope we can. It's just, you always fear a little bit, don't you, of just getting an absolute hammering. That's what we want to avoid. Last final we played, it was 2 years ago, wasn't it? 2 seasons ago we played them in the final. I think it was 2-1 in the end. But we were 2-0 down and got one back. So if we can just have that moment where we believe that maybe it's going to be our day. Sometimes that's the best you can hope for, isn't it? But we've lasted 15 or so minutes here. We'll keep encouraging them. And if the longer we keep them quiet, the longer it stays at 0-0. There's always that chance, isn't there? And the game ticks by. Come on, come on, come on. Just keep encouraging. The good news is that we have kept them relatively quiet to this point. Bayliss there for Davenport. Back for Bernard. Davenport again. All the way back to Eastwood. They're putting pressure on us, aren't they? We've done okay playing around the press there, but in the end, it's just lumped forward. And Celtic have possession. Oh, someone's not quite marked up who they should have there. And ball comes in. Montano doesn't mark Cole Palmer. And we fall behind on the half-hour mark. Oh, dear. Clark just got sucked in, didn't he? Bayless, that was maybe Bayless's man. And Montano. Yeah, man, I don't want to be too harsh on him, but there seemed to be a lot of time for Cole Palmer to stick that header away. And what we don't want to do is concede on the back of conceding, and then we find ourselves in a very, very tricky situation indeed. They go all the way back. Shakir Omar goes to put some pressure on their centre-backs. Suddenly, having obviously kept them quiet for so long, Clark has done well there, but suddenly we just look as though they've shifted up a gear, don't we? And we're not going with them. It's the old just take the sting out of our game and put the foot down, isn't it? That's what it looks like. Clark at the back post. He can't win his header now. And in very quick succession, we've conceded 2, and that is a little bit painful. Oh. Well, we won the game that didn't matter to them, so that's in the end it probably didn't matter too much to us either. Rangers did have a bit of a choke at the end of the league, didn't they? But maybe, maybe the fact that we beat Celtic kind of drove us on, or drove that sort of, drove us on, but also sucked the confidence out of them. So we've tweaked a few things. We'll see if it helps us. We've got a corner here. Can we get one back before half time? We can, and it's Andy Irving. A third goal of the season for Andy Irving, and just before half time we have pulled one back. It's 2-1, and this game is back on again. Was it Irving or was it Walker? It looked like Walker's header, did it not? Anyway, Irving's been given the goal. Don't care who gets given the goal. The important thing is that we've scored one. And it is 2-1 at half time, and I think I'm disappointed. Things have to improve. I think that's what I want to go with here. I think we are, in terms of team talks, I think we're just crossing over into the territory now where I need to be a little bit less poor old us, we're a small team. Just do your best, boys. I think I maybe need to start to adjust to being a bigger team. Oh, and that is just too easy. A 34th goal, did that say? I mean, our centre-backs that are usually so reliable, Bernard and Walker, have not had a good day. And he couldn't miss. I could have scored that, I think. I say I think because there's a good chance I could miss that as well. But, oh. All right. Let's try sitting a little bit deeper. Putting a bit of pressure on them higher up. Yeah, we'll go the counter press again. Let's be more creative. And, well, the next goal is absolutely massive, isn't it? If they get it, then it's show over. If we could get it, and that is a big if, then you never know your luck. We'll give them some encouragement. We're just, the belief looks like it's draining out of us, doesn't it? We've got another corner. Can our centre-backs get to this one first? It's off the woodwork, I think. Davenport has it, though. Is there a chance to slip in Omar? He has. He's played him in. Shakir Omar. Oh, he can't quite. It's going to fall, though, for McGrath following up. McGrath goes back there for Montano. Can Montano know whatever it was he was going to do? He doesn't do it. All right, we're going to make more changes here. We need to be more aggressive. We need to be more ambitious. Let's get Mr. Poopy Pants on. We'll have to move people forward. Let's get him in a bit more of a attacking position. What I'm going to try, let's try just an attacking midfielder on attack. We're going to try McGrath as a more advanced playmaker. And we'll leave it at that for now, I think. Yes. I'm looking at our centre-backs, but I mean, they're playing a 12.2 between them. All right, we've got a highlight. This could be the game. Walker has it. Gets it wide there for Irving. Irving to Bermudez. Gets a good ball forward, does Bermudez there for Montano. Luizzi's got a little bit of space, but that's closing down. Can Montano, there's the cross. It's a decent one, but it's away. And here comes Celtic the other way now. McGrath's getting back. Does a decent job holding up the attack for us. Welsh getting forward. Still, though, despite our pressure, Celtic keep possession. There's 15 to play. Another goal for Celtic now, and that is it. That's curtains. We're not coming back from that. If we can get a goal, though, if we can score soon, if we can get... Oh, it's there pinging it around, and that's just a little bit too good for us. I just can't leave... I mean, I can't take both centre-backs off. Walker's got to go, though. He's playing into the fives now. Shakir Omar's not having a great day. Let's maybe call it on him. Get Suljic on. Suljic is more of a deep lie-up. I mean, we don't want it to get any worse than 4-1, do we? They've put 4 past us a few times this season. And... well, we've just not been at the races here, have we? And I think as much as it's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's the centre-backs have had a bad day, if the way I've wanted to play, they've just not been able to do it. Bayless with a good header there to get that clear. Let's give it a focus. And yeah, the day's going to end in disappointment for us yet again. Yet again, we get to the final. Yet again, it's Celtic that knocks us out at Hampden Park. And, well, can we finish on a high and can we play last goal wins? Hamilton against his former team. Ball forward. Nice one for Montano, who brings it down well. Back to Irving. Irving back for Bermudez. Oh, and it's just not our day. It's just not our season when it comes to hitting the woodwork, is it? McGrath with a corner. It's a decent one. It's off the woodwork again. And, well, I think I just give up on that one. Hopefully next season we take the magnet out of the ball. And there it is. Well done to Celtic. They've won the League Cup double. And it's different. They may have won the treble, actually. No, Rangers. Who won the... I think Rangers won the bet, Fred. But, yeah, they've just been a little bit too good for us on the day. I mean, when you've got a guy that scores... was it 34 goals? The guy that got 2 of the goals scored? It's... we're not quite there yet, are we? But we'll get there. That's for sure. We'll get there. So, yeah, not our day. Shakir Omar played a 6-3. Walker had an absolute nightmare. I mean, the XG tracker suggests that we weren't without our chances, but we were definitely second best, weren't we? It's unacceptable. We're leaving empty-handed. No, we weren't good enough. Oh, no, don't say how angry. I'm disappointed to miss out on the trophy. I think that's probably the one, isn't it? So there it is. Celtic lift the Scottish Cup. We get a little bit of cash. More importantly, we get a lot of cash from the gate split. And, well, there's the review of the cup. We finish runners-up. McGrath, the most assists, so that's good for him. This is the guy that got all the goals for them in the final. And he's quite decent, isn't he? So, not much we can do about it, is there? We just don't have the budget really to compete with Celtic at this point in time. But there we go, 9 million we finished the season with. There should be a little bit more cash coming yet from the Europa Conference League once that's all wrapped up. But yeah, that's how our season ends, in a bit of a disappointment, bit of a smashing to be fair. And, well, Celtic, they've knocked us out of the Betfred. They've knocked us out of the Scottish Cup. And they're the only team that beat us in the Scottish Premiership this season. Looks like Dundee United could be coming back up as well, as you can see there. So, I mean, if you take Celtic out of the equation, we're not a bad team. But they're another level above us just quite yet, aren't they? But, guys, wait right there. We are going to come back for the end of season awards. We'll find out who you voted as your Viewers Player of the Year. I can't wait to find out who you voted for your Viewers Player of the Year. And then we'll be back to wrap up the season and prepare ourselves for the summer transfer special. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Queen of the South end of season award. Thank you Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, and good evening, and welcome to the Queen of the South end of season awards. Now, it's been a great season. Let's not pretend it hasn't, but well, Hampden Park just isn't kind to us when we face Celtic, is it? So the guys have played their absolute hearts out this season. They've beaten Rangers, second in the league, Champions League qualifiers next season. We've got to give them a big round of applause, guys. Well done. Absolutely stunning. But tonight is about awards, of course, and the first of those is the Golden Pen for this season's signing of the year. Now, this guy came in 850 grand from Croatia, worth every single penny. The winner of the Golden Pen is Bakir Suljic. The next award is the Golden Card, awarded to the player with the worst discipline. And this guy, well, he just leads from the front and wants to win this award every single season. And he goes to different levels. It's incredible. 1 red card and 13 yellows this season for the club captain. Well done, Jacob Davenport. The next award is the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the player with the best pass completion. And this guy just, well, he's at the back, he's commanding, and he just passes the ball all day. Won the award last year. He wins it again this season with 97% pass completion. It's the centre-back, Deshaun Bernard. The next award is the Golden Spoon, awarded to the man who feeds the strikers, the player with the most assists. And this guy, well, he's the one used to being fed, but showed that there's more to his game this season to win the Spoon as well. And, well, with 12 assists, the winner of the award is Shakir Omar. The next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded to that player we can rely on, the man with the highest average match rating. And maybe a surprise winner this season. He's done very, very well, very, very consistent as well, with an average match rating of 7.41. The winner is the left back, Sam McCallum. The next award comes from the medical department. It is the Golden Cross for this season's most injured player. And I really do have high hopes for this guy, but he just keeps getting himself injured. So with 23% of the season missed, the winner is our young midfielder, Joe Hardy. The next award is the Golden Soother for the baby of the team, this season's best young player. And this guy, I mean, it's hard to believe he is still a young player, to be honest. He's been around for that long, and we're delighted that he will be with us again next season. So the Golden Soother goes to Fabian Lutzi. The next award is one of the big ones. It is the Golden Boot for this season's top goal scorer. And we had a real race on for the Golden Boot this season. It was great to see. Very enjoyable from the manager's technical area as well. But the winner by, I believe, just the single goal, 21 goals. The Golden Boot goes to Fabian Lutzi. And the next award is the Horse's Ass, awarded to this season's worst player. And, you know, a season as successful as this has been, it's difficult. It's difficult to award this sort of award to a single player. But there was a worthy recipient of that, there can be no doubt. So the Horse's Ass for this season goes to the Goal Frame. And now it's time for the Viewers Player of the Year, an award that means so much to everybody here at the club. I do just want to, on behalf of the players, thank everybody who nominated and voted. It is greatly appreciated. But without any further ado, the winner this season is someone helping with these trophies. It's Fabian Lutzi. Now, before we get to announcing this season's Player of the Year, we do need to acknowledge the team of the season. So if you just direct your eyes up to the board, you will see that the goalkeeper is, of course, Eastwood. The back four is McCallum, Walker, Bernard and Clark. The midfield three is Thompson, McGrath, and Bayliss. Your number 10 is Suljic, and your strikers are the dynamic duo Lutzi and Shakir Omar. Congratulations, guys. You've all been brilliant. Let's have more next season. And now it's time to award the big one, the Golden Star for this season's Player of the Year. And wouldn't have been someone that initially sprang to mind, but the more I think about it, this guy was brilliant, played a number of roles, we moved him around, and he never let us down. So a big, big congratulations to this season's Golden Star, Jamie McGrath. Congratulations, Jamie. Congratulations to Jamie and the rest of the winners this evening. It's been a magical evening. It's been a magical season. And hopefully, it's going to be a decent summer as well as we look to build towards Champions League. Could we dare dream of the group stages? It's going to be a long shot, but we'll give it our best, that is for sure. So thank you everybody in the auditorium this evening. Thank you for you watching at home. I look forward to seeing you back all again next season at Palmerston Park. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Thank you. All right. Well, there we go. End of season awards are done and dusted for another season. I can't bring myself. I'm still disappointed. I can't change out of the suit yet. But let's have a look at the new arrivals here. And the signing of the year was Suljic, which is... I don't disagree with it by any stretch of the imagination, but there's a couple of guys here that I think were unlucky. Bayliss, who was an A+ according to the board. Montano, who maybe not this season, if we're being completely honest, but definitely for the future, I think is going to be a good one. Andrew Walker looks to be a very good player. Freeman on loan did absolutely fine. And Thompson, I was quite happy with him. I thought he did really, really well. He was a B- signing as well. If we look at the players we let go, Joe Lewis at Motherwell barely played. Ben Elliott went to Northampton. He played a little bit, so that's good for him. Bradley, who we got a lot of money for from Mallorca, played a little bit. Hendry, Cowie, and Sanchez hasn't played. I'm not surprised. And so there we go. That was how that all played out. The season, well, we got a B- in the league, which I think is a little bit harsh on us, but we were predicted to come fourth, I suppose. So that's excellent. You know, it's as good as we could have hoped for, realistically. The Conference League, to get to the quarterfinals, we've got knocked out by Leverkusen, who are in the final, but I don't believe the final's taken place as of yet. But yeah, so that is what it is. The Scottish Cup, of course, we've just seen a little bit of a disappointing finish there in the final. And the Betfred, of course, it was Celtic who knocked us out of that as well. Moments to remember, the biggest win, a 5-1 against Rapid Vienna. That was huge, wasn't it? Really, really good result for us. The match, that was the biggest win. The match to remember was a 4-0 against Dundee. I would argue the 2-1 with 10 men against Celtic, but that's just me. Goal of the season, it was Bermudez's stunner against Feyenoord in Europe. That was, remember when we knocked Feyenoord out of Europe? Me neither. That's how long ago that seems, but that was a huge scout for us, and Bermudez played a very big part in that. The finances, we're still a 3-star reputation club. Hopefully, now that we find ourselves in the Champions League, we can start and boost that up a little bit more. Revenue was up a little bit. Broadcast revenue was down a touch. Not quite sure why that would be. Maybe something to do with Europe. It's the only thing I can think of. But everything else is up, even if it is just a little bit, so that's all good. We've sold just under 1,100 shirts. McGrath was the most popular, with Bayliss, McPherson, Irving, and Walker all popping up there. Surprised Shakir Omar or Lutzi aren't up in that list, or maybe Bermudez as well. But what do I know? This is a team of the season. It's difficult to argue too much with it. If I was being hypercritical, I think the problem with Bermudez is that he was very hot and cold. He when he's good, he's amazing. When he's not, he's not, is he? So maybe that's the one that you could make an argument for. But it's difficult to say that Suljic doesn't deserve it. So let me know what you think. But I think it's probably just about right. The accolades, we can see here, Fans Player of the Year was McGrath. Did have a good year. Young Player of the Year was Lutzi. Signing of the season was Suljic. Goal of the season we'll come back to. Top goal scorer. Now, this was in the league. I think spoiler alert, I haven't actually recorded the awards yet. So I think Lutzi wins it overall, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Shakir Omar with 12 assists, which actually is joint the club record set by the midfielder anyway, that was just from Hearts that we let go to Hull. Most Man of the Match awards, McCallum with 6. McCallum was also the highest average match rating. Davenport, most passes per 90 minutes. Record broken this season. Clockerty with 3 goals in a game was a record for... that wouldn't be all time, surely. I'm sure there's been a hat-trick scored before by a Queen of the South player. Assists in a season was, it says it was broken. I think it's from less games played. Most clean sheets, well done to Jake Eastwood on that. And the highest transfer was the Connor Bradley one that we got. Competition awards, nothing there. I've got myself a few awards, which is always nice, but I always think Manager of the Month, all that kind of stuff, it's kind of sort of Team of the Month, isn't it? So... That's the way I look at it anyway. So there we go. That is that. McGrath has been left out of the World Cup, which is a little bit harsh on him. We've got a few other things here. And what we need to do now is goal of the... Well, before we get to goal of the season, let's just go back up here. It really annoys me when you click on season review, it just takes you to this screen. And while we're here, actually, we've got a coaching badge. We're doing the next one, so the coaching attributes are continuing to improve, which is good. Didn't mean to do that, actually, but that just kind of works since we're there anyway. Seasonal performance analysis, we'll go through and have a look at all these things. Next season, they want us to qualify Champions League. They want us to reach the playoff. I'm not sure if that's where we come into it or not. If we do, we're guaranteed Europa League football next season, group stage. That would be decent. We can see there the way the dressing room looks. End of season team meeting we'll do off camera. New season team objectives, we'll go into this, or team report, just say we'll do this a little bit more next episode. But the negatives are minimal and the positives are, well, you scroll down quite a bit. So that's all looking quite good, isn't it? Injury report. It was, well, who do we give the award to here? James Hardy, I suppose, because the others are all not first-team players. So well done to him on his damaging his cruciate ligament. End of season, we're back in the 22nd of June, so got about a month off. And, well, there's all the other ins and outs of the season. So that does bring us back now to goal of the season. I'll put up the best 11 as in the game there for you to have a look at in the meantime. But the goal for Bermudez and 3 others I deem worthy will be available to vote on, similar to the way that we vote for Viewers Player of the Year. Top of the description down below. Click on the link. It'll take you through to a straw poll and you can vote for your favourite. So as ever, there'll be a few honourable mentions before that for you to enjoy. But yeah. Let me know what you'd like to see us do in the summer. It's one of these things we know we've got Luizzi and Omar in the bag. We know we've got Harding coming in and everybody else. Cochrane, that's the guy whose record was the assist record. Everybody else there can obviously be upgraded on. So, yeah, we'll just see where the summer takes us. Until next time, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Here are our top 4 goals from the 25-26 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.